we're back.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're back again.
Who is it? Just your favourite DJ Saviour. What's you gonna confuse you? Yeah. All the scratching is making me itch. Here we are back again. Just to recap, this is Livefromjoes. You're watching us. I'm Tom. This is Joseph. That's Mary. She's the girl one, as evidenced by she looks like a girl and she has a girl name. She's replacing. Not replacing. No one could ever replace Danny, but she's filling in for Danny this week.
Big shoes to fill.
Big shoes.
He has massive
Yeah, he's got
feet.
really big feet. Like that big. Yeah.
You know what they say about a guy with big shoes? Big socks.
That's right. Yeah. He's also got a big head. He and I have arguments over who of us has the biggest head. My head is 62 centimetres, which is actually the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, and you can't buy hats big enough for my head.
But Danny's got a bigger head.
No.
Well, I have a teeny head.
Yeah.
And I need to borrow your earphones.
Yeah, you do.
See if they fit.
Probably take my earphones, and I'll get some different ones off Danny.
Tom, look at that. I told you that if we were in the studio it wouldn't make difference. You said we need to be playing games, but it's gone to standby. You haven't even
I might
playing
play.
So long.
I might play.
Alright.
I just might not.
Huh.
Depending on
It's
how
not an
interesting the people out there are.
Alright, so Tom, have you got anything yet?
Oh, that's right. We're doing my teaser.
Yeah.
Remember,
it can't be the one you did last week that
No.
you know exactly what it was.
Which you know what it was.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was?
Yes.
I know what
it was. MySpace.
Yes, it was. We talked about MySpace last week.
Yes.
Yeah, and we came to the conclusion that it's pants. No, this week is an entirely different thing. Do you like... If someone asked you to list the things that...
Wait.
Oh,
Teaser.
teaser.
What's that?
If someone asked you to list the things that you were interested in, do you think you'd list child rape among them?
Yes.
Good, I've got a site for you. Everyone knows what it is now, but it'll be along later. Okay, so that'll be along later.
I don't know what it is.
Good. Okay, well it's a surprise
You
thing.
usually give us choices, but you only
Oh.
just thought of it. So
Well,
it's
no.
fine.
It's because you said yes. I will give you.
What about me? I don't like child rape.
Oh, okay. So we're split 50-50. Okay. Well, I'll give you another one as
Danny always agrees with me.
Yeah, exactly. I was just used to Danny saying, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea." I'll give you another one as well, then.
Yep. Well, I put you on the spot here.
You have put
This
me
is
on
what creates the freshness in this show.
the freshness and the tension, the frisson.
Yep.
Could you stand to... Hello there. Could you stand to know a little less about movies?
A little less?
A little less.
Sure, why not?
No, I think you'd want to know more.
Yeah, I think I would too.
So, so that's our choice. Erroneous information about movies or child rape.
I'm actually interested in the movies one.
Really?
I know what it is.
Right.
I think
I don't
might
know.
too.
I don't know what the child rape one is though.
Right. Do you think we should say child rape, please? Is this actually... Our friends at YouTube might not be all that friendly with us.
Do they actually watch
I
these?
always
Yes.
like it. They do.
Every single video someone posts.
I think so.
Yeah, they do. They have to check it.
So to make
That's
sure that
it,
we're
for
not
thousands of
having
employees.
pornography.
Yeah. You know, I think I quite like it when we put in words like child rape because in the one where there was
because it gets us adulted. It gets us flagged that you have to prove that you're 18
no,
by telling them what year you were born.
You remember that one?
18? I was born in 18.
Do you remember that one where Lois said we need to express Cassie's anal glands?
Yes,
or something?
and it got us
Something
put
like
onto sex talk.
Yeah, and it got us put
Right
onto
below what
sex
niggas talk about when they fuck.
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty funny that
which was
Lois's
pretty cool.
comments got you up there in the ratings.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that this video now has child rape, niggers, and fuck.
and anal glands.
And anal glands. Joseph, say a swear.
No, I'm not
You
gonna.
have to say a swear.
If you do, this would be the time to do it.
No,
yeah,
I'm not
this
gonna
is
do
Swearapalooza.
I'm not going to.
Oh.
Alright, let's go on.
Did
So,
you see what she did, your cunting
Tom?
daughter? Well, so shall we say that I'll tell you about movies? And
Yeah.
I'll say, just to placate people who are a bit afraid that we might be talking about dangerous ground, that I was going to have a fun chat about LiveJournal and how they ban you if you say that child rape is among your interests, which is good and right, because nobody should be able to say, you know what I like? I like raping children, and have the world say, great, express yourself. So we were going to talk about how livejournal.com is right to do what the nerds are calling LiveJournal Strikeout 07, where they quote unquote used 1984 as an instruction manual, because yeah, the nerds got all up in arms and started saying my fiction about Dumbledore fucking Hermione in the ass is just as good as Nabokov's Lolita, and they should be given similar rights of, you know, display. And shut up, nerds. So someone else talk now.
Tom, can I play Oblivion if you're not going to?
No.
Fine.
I'm going to play Oblivion.
Alright, so we've got Tom's teaser out of the way.
Yes.
Mary, what have you been doing in your life lately?
Well, today I had an interesting thing happen.
What?
Well, it wasn't interesting.
Oh?
But it was amusing for me.
Got my hopes up.
Oh,
For
sorry.
you.
Yeah, it was amusing.
It started off great. It started off an interesting thing. It's not interesting.
No.
It's it was
Interesting for
amusing
Mary.
for me.
For me.
So we've got
Yeah.
not interesting
Well,
for
I
Mary.
like to downplay my stories, so if there's a glimmer of excitement in them, it's a big deal.
Okay, yeah, good. Yeah.
Anyway, I was waiting to go to this interview thingy, and I was the only one in the waiting room, and the receptionists
Yeah.
began talking to each other. They weren't talking at all, and just like that, they started talking about footwear,
Right.
and about, not just about, oh, I bought some new shoes the other day. This lady just said, I've started photographing people's feet, and I've started noticing what people are wearing. And it reminded me a lot of that thing by James Eha.
Yes. Yes.
And I was amused.
So they were just out of nowhere. They started talking about
Yeah, just
photographing
this
people's
lady.
feet.
She started talking about how she started photographing people's feet, and how it was how she was interested in what people wore and whether it was
Right.
appropriate or not for the weather. It seemed.
Right.
And the other lady didn't find this strange. She said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I've noticed
Anyone could have feet.
anyone." Yeah, this other lady was right into this foot
That's
conversation.
She was
Weird.
like, yeah,
It was
I love
really
to
strange.
photograph feet.
Feet are my favourite thing. I walk on them. So where was this, man?
It was when it was at university where you'd expect,
Oh no, I expect weird talk
No,
at
it was
university.
no, because it wasn't.
I expect
like,
someone to say to someone, "Hey, I've just been to a course. See that chair? It's not really there." To get all
Yeah.
semiotic on their asses.
Yeah, no.
You know what Baudrillard said? He says that the Matrix is more like real life than the Gulf War is. Ooh, stuff like that. Yeah, he's dead.
Those dead French guys.
Those
they
dead
say a lot of
French.
clever stuff.
They do. Sometimes too clever for their own good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like.
They- Like what?
I was trying to think of one that was on the face of it ridiculous. You know, like Lacan. You know, he says a lot of things that are sort of clever but also ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, something pretty ridiculous is when you look at anything, what you're really thinking about is dick.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
That's pretty ridiculous.
And I think these dead French guys think they get so clever that they can just say anything and expect people to believe
They're
it.
like the Smashing Pumpkins. They think they're a lot cleverer than they are.
Yeah. Just because they're dead in French.
Just
they weren't
because
dead
you're
when they
dead
said it.
French or made Siamese dream doesn't necessarily make you the world's cleverest person.
No.
Yeah. Well, we've settled that one
Put that to
quite nicely. You know what happened to me recently?
What?
I don't know whether this will be much of a talking point, but I've been saving this story up for ages because it really did me head in. Is that I was waiting in line for McDonald's and I saw two guys. Now, I'll have to...
Get at McDonald's.
Yeah. Yum, yum. I love me some McDonald's.
Hey, whoa, we're on 9
I know.
posts.
Waiting for McDonald's, and when I had it, oh, it was good. Anyway, I saw two guys. They didn't look at all alike, but both of them looked exactly half like Stephen King.
Wow.
So that if you added them together, they would look exactly like Stephen King, but individually they didn't look at all alike.
That's incredible.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It really did my head in.
That's really.
I
that's
wanted to
really
look at both of
something.
them and just go, wow.
You could have looked at them like this, like a magic eye.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
made
yeah,
Stephen
and put
King.
them together so that they were Stephen
Yeah.
King.
Alright, so Tom's amusing. Now we'll be
I
back
sure
with
am.
maybe my segment.
We'll be back with two sides of the coin.
Tune in again for part 3.
Booyah.